buang sampah sembarangan. Udah tahu sampah biang masalah, buang sampah pada tempatnya lah.
Iya ya, kalau bukan kita, siapa lagi? Ayo kita buat Jakarta jadi bersih.
Governor, good afternoon. Thank you very much for receiving us. It's a great honor for us and the Indian business community. This is my colleague, Mr. Arora, Secretary of Commerce. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a great honor for us to be here with you. We are, of course, first and foremost Jakartans, so it is very important for us to come and meet you. And secondly, of course, we have a great interest in Jakarta, the embassy and the business. From the embassy's point of view, we have been very fortunate that we have got our own house, the residence, next to the governor's official residence.
Yeah. Never.
Yeah, and we also have our own embassy.
Yeah.
So now we are in the process of redeveloping the embassy. So I think very soon we will open this country. I have not started yet. The other one is that we are very keen that since you have got many plans for the development of Jakarta, A, to understand them, and B, to see what can our businessmen contribute towards that. So it is with that effort that we made this request to come. When I came here, I established the India Business Forum, which brings together Indian entrepreneurs, investors, professionals, all together in one roof. And we have been visiting the regions of Indonesia and meeting with governors, meeting with Kadin, meeting with investment boards. We've also done a program with the Kadin Jakarta earlier. So we have done about 6 or 7 regions. But all of them felt that it would be very important to have a meeting with you because we can now see the dynamism of business in Jakarta moving. So I think this is a good time for us to understand. Just a little bit of background. Our trade with Indonesia is about $20 billion, out of which Indonesia has a surplus of $10 billion. So we are one of your good friends. Yeah. We also have
most of our culture is influenced by you. Yeah. Actually, Indonesia, the first when we established this nation, Soekarno, we really have a very good relationship. Including we talk about the religion, Hindus, it's very influenced. Yeah, but I don't know what happened with these two countries. Actually, we have more close to India. We should more close to India than to another nation. Because this is our root. Our root comes from this.
I think you're absolutely right, Excellency. I think culturally we are united. But I think somewhere down the line, both countries were seeking their own development. And that moment, we were not ready for South-South cooperation. But I think today, we are ready. So I think we are doing much more together now than ever before. Even our investment in Indonesia is more than $15 billion. And I was looking at some statistics in ASEAN, that Singapore is the biggest investor in India, but the next is Indonesia, even though small, but it is the next. So there is a lot of interest on both sides. We also have good defense cooperation, good security cooperation. I'm very happy that the Parliament has passed the extradition bill, treaty with India. So we have all.
I was official in India when I was a Parliament member.
Where did you go?
Yeah, Mumbai, New Delhi. Yeah, a lot. We go many places with Pak Andi Galip.
Yes, of course. Yes. He will be in Parliament now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost 10 days. I don't know, almost 10 days. No, many. We want to know what for electronic identity card system. India is very good. And you check very hand. Itu electronic bagus sekali. Because in India it's more difficult to find out is Bangladesh or Pakistan or India. That's
So
why
we all look the same.
yeah, look the same. That's why they told us like that. It's very easy.
Actually, they all one.
It's like a one and four, very fast.
Yeah, Vaishnav, we also had this idea of gifting a statue of Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, I already
Yes.
get a report for this. We have to develop one park. I already asked them to send back the letter to
Right.
respond. We have to prepare one park for many friends, countries, leaders to put in. We couldn't put the only one in our park. That's a little bit confusing. That's what they make an argument.
All right, whenever you are ready, let
Kita
us know.
siapin. Yang taruh di taman di Monas masalah kita, taruh di Waduk Pluit juga masalah. Karena temanya nggak cocok.
We can build the bilateral park gitu Pak.
Yeah, we have to develop because we have to develop many park. So this park is special to memorize the leader.
Good idea. We'll be happy to contribute.
Is our economy assistant.
The other thing which I must mention that besides the business interest, we also want to understand what are the development projects that you want, which we could then think to work with our companies to contribute to Jakarta.
I think depend on what your company. If your company is like a Tata, if they have a truck
Transportation.
for transportation, I think this is good to promote your truck. Like China, the CSR give us itu truk sampah itu. Garbage truck, not collecting, just want to turn to the European product. But China product, they still contribute, like a photon want to be the operator for us.
Yes.
But still operator is okay. I think maybe Tata could offer like this too. It's more easy for us.
In New Delhi, we have converted all the buses to CNG.
Yeah.
So we have the world's largest fleet now.
Including the train, very successful train.
That has been a big
New Delhi. Also the low cost apartment, the new train station. Yeah, what's that? In India, very low cost. That's what we want to get there. I don't know how to do this. Maybe the government will want to export this, I don't know.
No, we are ready to export. The problem is that there is a cartel operating here. It doesn't let foreign cheap medicine come. We have even got companies who are ready to invest. But the law on pharmaceutical investment is worse than the law on mining. It says in 4 years you must, 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years you must give majority to the Indonesian one. See, nobody who has invested in research will hand over the company in 4 years. Very effective.
For the heart, heart disease medicine, very cheap.
1/10 the cost.
Yeah. Also to put the ring,
Stent.
stent,
Yes.
very cheap. Here, I don't know, we hope our new president could solve this.
In Singapore, they are importing Indian medicine and Indian stent and using it.
Yeah.
So Indonesians are going to Singapore
Yeah,
and
that's
getting
right.
the Indian medicine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So that is, I'm happy you mentioned it, Governor, because that is a very important area. Because that is not only business, it's actually the life of the people. It helps.
Also, film. We could ask the Bollywood to come. Movie.
Bollywood is very happy to come.
Yeah.
They want incentive.
That's why we have to try to.
Yes. If you give them incentive,
Because
they will
I
do.
give incentive in the local filmmaker. I want to make it zero tax for film make here in Indonesia.
All right.
It's local film. So import film, we put a very high tax.
Yes.
I think this is, our country is almost the same.
Indeed.
Dangdut and India song also like the same.
Yes, true. I'll be very happy because we have got Indian film made in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand,
Yeah.
everywhere, but not Indonesia.
Yeah, we have to ask them
For
for
this
this
reason.
film, we have to put the tax. Kita bisa bikin juga tax pajak tambahan itu.
We are willing to have joint ventures
Yeah.
with Indonesian filmmaker, Indian
Yeah.
filmmaker, make a film together.
But
But don't worry, because I saw more Indian movies now on TVs. Not on my screen, but on TVs.
TV. So you must be watching the Mahabharata on TV now.
Yeah, Sarukan or
Yeah.
the movie star.
But your city, your town, has got immense resonance. Every Indian who comes and he goes to Monas, he sees the Arjuna chariot. And he's very impressed because we don't have statue like that in India. Nowhere.
Even though you're coming from your country.
Yes. Even when I came here,
Different by Hindus.
yes, that is the Hindu philosophy. When I came here, I went to pay a farewell call on my then president. And she had been to Indonesia. So I told her, madam, what is it that you remember? She said, you go and see that statue and then you'll understand Indonesia. So that is a very important thing because we are very impressed that you are a world's biggest Muslim country, but you are the best model for a Muslim country who's developing in a democratic framework. And yet you have pluralism. So you are a perfect example and we wish many countries neighboring India would follow this example. They will have better time.
India is the second largest democratic country.
So that is why, you see, when I often say that this is it's an interesting thing that our countries actually have thought like this.
And your president also a Muslim?
He was,
He was
not now. Two presidents ago. We had Muslim
Yeah,
president,
yeah.
then a lady, and now our former minister is the yes.
I also visit the sixth temple.
Sikh temple
Holy temple.
in
water,
Delhi.
Water in
Yes, in Delhi.
Yeah, very interesting. Delhi.
You went from
I
the-
went.
Oh, that is my city.
Yeah, and also the borderline with Pakistan.
Yes, yes. So you are the parade.
I watched the thing, like a,
And the flag.
yeah, it's very,
Okay, okay.
it's not like enemy, but they make a show.
Right. That is my hometown. I was born there.
Oh.
And I am also Sikh.
Oh,
So
very
that is my
interesting.
temple,
Yeah.
the Golden Temple.
Yeah, I know that.
And you know, but that temple is one of the few temples in the world where you take steps down. It reminds you
This water.
that you have to go down. Yes, the water is there, and the gold is
Very
there.
nice place.
So happy you have been
Yeah,
there.
very nice.
It's always good to meet you because you have all been seen so much of India. I don't have to tell you to please go and see.
We have many could learn from there, but this I think this is nation interest, not our government. But we also could learn, Pak Hassan. You know the food very cheap for the employee.
Yes.
They also pay the train ticket very cheap monthly, very cheap.
Train ticket.
Jadi 60,000 uang kita.
Common
One-
public transport is very
public transport very cheap.
That's
Then
subsidy
the
from
train, you know, not only 2 line, 6 line of the 8 line in train.
Yes, yes. Many.
Well,
running
itu
at different
sampai 6
speed.
8 saya hitungin. And also many low cost apartment. I visit there not for talking about the low cost apartment or transportation. It's talking about e-identity card.
Yes.
But I like to create my own interest to go to see. We also visit the mosque in Bombay. It's the Shahrukh Khan mosque. You know, always play Friday
yes.
prayer there.
Oh, you again in the water?
Yeah,
You
I
must have
went there
gone
too.
down
Yeah, I went there too.
Haji Ali.
Yeah, many
Haji Ali.
luxury house. Well, you know, the actor, actress, they're very rich. Their house very high, very lux. Also visit the Bollywood place for making film. Yeah, with Andy Garrett, we go everywhere to look at.
Andy Garlic was a good ambassador.
Good ambassador.
He was very active.
Yeah, very active.
Okay, so we can continue this and discuss to born. Shall we continue with this?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Of course, is very intrigued by your own position. Because you belong to the party of one candidate and you work in place of other candidate. It is a most unique position. What are the top 2 or 3 challenges that you face?
The top.
Well, the most challenging, big challenges.
Law enforcement. You know why? Talking about the traffic, violence traffic law. Our traffic warden could not find them. The law said it's under authorized police. Traffic, not police. That's the problem. And talking about the federal state, talking about throw the garbage. We couldn't put the fine on the fixed amount and they pay the rent. No, we need the judge to decide from minimum to maximum fine. That's not the problem. And the judge just one in a week to come.
Only one.
Sometimes they don't want to come. So people, and it is, another is about the illegal housing. More than 30, 40 years, they occupy the riverbank and the inspection road. When to move them? And central law, we have to pay them. This is a wood-based suggestion. We have to give them money. How come you already become illegal
And then you get paid.
and get paid?
And they come back.
This is what the person I don't want to hear about it. But the people in their mind like that, they refuse. And a human right, when I force them, bring the police to move them to the local apartment, fully furnished, they call me intimidator. Violence against human rights. You want to come against human rights? ASEAN, Muslim nation, want to teach me about the human right. I said, what is human right at least? That's a big difference. People say I am an impatient person. Actually, I'm too impatient, too patient. Too patient.
You see, this question of human rights has gone down to the right of every one person. Whereas we should follow the theory of Jeremy Bentham, which is called utilitarianism, which means you have to see the greatest good of the greatest number. You can't be good to everybody.
You have to give a lecture to the member of the Indonesian Human Rights Committee. Yeah, not.
But you know, in India we have the same problem. In one city of Chennai, all these squatters on the beach. So they made housing and moved them there. 1 week they stayed, they all sold the house and came back to the beach. So this is the problem. They don't want to stay. They are happy staying.
They sell it like this morning, early this morning. They have housing, more than 300 houses get burned today morning. But this is 2 times 3 meter house, a wood house. It's illegal. These fishermen, where they live, we already provide them. Well, before me, as governor, provide them a low-cost apartment. Now they sell it. The low-cost apartment now costs already $15,000 US. They sell it, they occupy this area.
So how do you fund it to build it? Through your own budget?
On budget. We use our own budget. And also we have this is responsibility from the property. They develop
Yes.
apartment, they have to
Or what do you call it? You also have EWS, economically weaker section, you have to also build, yes.
But most of them don't want to do this. And you don't have a law to punish them. And that's the big challenge, I think.
And the Jakarta traffic?
Yeah, we have to put a light rail transit. I think India will be good too.
Yeah, we'll be happy to
Light rail,
give you a,
transit pak. Light rail transit. Itu ternyata yang soal yang rail bus itu kita bisa minjem kereta api punya Dipo. Dan itu nggak pakai kabel lagi Pak. Dia hanya sampai di stasiun only berapa detik, 20 detik itu different. This Dipo is different. I think we really want to develop a light rail transit the whole city.
good idea.
So who will give this, to finance this? We have to offer the property company to get the right for them to make.
Developing, yes, that is very good idea. You have to
I
develop.
think India.
If you want our company to come, we are ready to come.
Dia masih bahasan.
We can
We
come with
also have
technology.
China,
Yes.
interesting, maybe India. I think if every property company want to do the same time, China, India, all this open system, we could in 3 years accomplish this project.
You have the right idea that you need to develop the property to make it profitable. And secondly, we can bring technology and we can also bring financing.
Yeah. Itu kita menarik. And it is one of the opportunity you want to offer to the Indians.
Yes, we'll be happy to work with you.
Okay.
You have to drop minute more, couple minutes of your time to do the welcome remark for 5 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Excellency, I have this small token of appreciation. It is from the tribal part of India. Like your Papua, our tribal part.
Oh.
I hope that you will enjoy this. Thank you.
This already is
Ah,
Hindus too.
Yes.
But we call it Javanese.
Yes.
Now become Javanese culture. But actually it's a Hindu culture.
Originally.
So we should now call it our culture.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We are very close. India, Indonesia is very close.
You can see how easily we can talk. That is our comfort. Now we must, as you rightly said, come closer in place. So that is somewhere we have gone the other way.
Yeah, that's what I think. Why we move to south cooperation? You know, when we want to develop life, many steps forward.
Yes.
It's very fast.
We'll be very
All the
happy to-
construction is still.
We are in your country are less than 25 million. In India, 500 million people. So that is my stress on youth, skilled.
His Excellency Ambassador of India, Governor, Honorable Deputy Governor of Industry, Trade and Transportation of Jakarta Capital City Government, Honorable officials of Jakarta Capital City Government, and distinguished delegations of Indian Business Forum 2004 here at this lovely afternoon. And we hope all together, hopefully we will have this lovely afternoon. Please welcome His Excellency Ambassador Gujral Singh.
Governor of Jakarta, the Deputy Governor, the senior officials, and esteemed members of the India Business Forum. It is a matter of great pride and honor for me to be here with important people of the Indian community in Jakarta to talk to you, not only as investors and entrepreneurs, but as Jakartans. The India Business Forum is about 2 years old, and we have recognized that the regional governments in Indonesia have much to do. So we have been going to different regions and meeting with your counterparts, meeting with Kadin, meeting with the investment boards, and have had successful meetings. But with you, sir, it is a special bond, because for them we go as people from Jakarta, but here not only are all the members of the India Business Forum Indians who are doing business in Indonesia, but they are Jakartans who have made Jakarta their home. India has a long history, as you have rightly noted today, and our cultural engagement is very strong. Today, both India and Indonesia are strong economic powers in the world, and we are both very young countries with very young populations. The future of the Asia and the world belongs to us, because what our young people will be taught to do, I'm sure Asia and the world will do in the next 30 years. Therefore, it is our responsibility to make sure that the youth of our countries are properly trained and brought into the mainstream. At the same time, cross-investments and bilateral trade are very important. India's trade with Indonesia is already about $20 billion, and our investment in Indonesia is about $15 billion and growing. We believe that this will lead to a large number of Indonesians working for Indian companies, and that is the best partnership that we can have. Honorable Governor, often I say that the best resources of Indonesia do not lie under the ground. So it's not the coal and the minerals that are primary interest to us. But the best resources of Indonesia live on it, which is the human resources. So the training of human resources is one of our primary objectives. And I'm very happy to say that the first vocational training center that the Government of India supported was in the city of Jakarta, and we believe it is doing well. I have just returned from Papua, where we will support the third center, with the second being in Banda Aceh. So this model of supporting vocational training and skill development is something that we will continue to do, and we hope that we can contribute towards you. Most importantly, Governor, it is not only the Government of India which has this policy, but all these wonderful people who are with me today. They are the real India. I am only the representative. Because they are the ones who bring India and Indonesia, India and Jakarta together. So the people of Jakarta are employed by them, people of Indonesia are employed with them, they have friends, they are partners. This is the vibrancy of India's relationship with Indonesia and Jakarta. So I have great respect for these people, and I know that they are all ready to do the same thing. They are ready to contribute to the building of skills, to the contribution of the betterment of Jakarta through corporate social responsibility projects. What are the opportunities for Indian business to help you achieve your dream of a great Jakarta? And at the same time, what is it that we can do on the soft side to make sure that the people of Jakarta and India come closer through the objective that you have set? We have also offered the Apostle of Nonviolence, Mahatma Gandhi statue to your great city. Honorable Governor, I don't want to speak too much, except to say that we are here to listen to you, because we want to know what is happening in Jakarta and what we as an Indian community of businessmen can do.
Governor of Jakarta Capital City Government to deliver his welcome speech to Mr. Basuki Purnama.
Honorable Excellency, Ambassador of India, and Honorable Member of Indian Business Committee, or Deputy for Trade, Industry and Transportation, Stanto, and also Assistant Economy, Hassan, another high-ranking official of Jakarta, Budi Karya, Budi Karya is our CEO in Jakarta Provinsi dari sama ya, Jakarta Provinsi. Good afternoon and welcome to the City Hall. I am very happy because we really have many big dreams. I also have already visited India. We learn many things, like talking about technology for identity card, many things. We talk about many things like a medicine, but I think this is not our business. This is a central government business. But for Jakarta, I want Stanto will explain, make a presentation. We really want to develop a light rail transit. Why I invite Budi Karya, Jakarta Provinsi CEO. We asked them to develop many things, including the recreation island. We want to have a seaport, we want to have an airport, we also want to have a logistic. I think many things we could do together. And because India and Indonesia is very close, we have the same root, you know. If you look at this Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, every Indian knows what's the meaning. This is Sanskrit. Yeah, this is very close. We are really influenced by India. It's Japanese influenced by India. I think it's very easy for us to work together for the future. And we hope, like wastewater management, we really want to, now the coverage is only 3%. We really want to develop the whole Jakarta, have 30 main river, could have good and best wastewater management. We have an opportunity, and this is the advantage of Jakarta. We are too late to develop this, but we could get the new technology. Don't follow the rule, the law or the orders technology. So we could get the updating the new technology. So I think that's from me. Professor Sutanto is our deputy governor, is Professor Sutanto. I am a vice governor, he is a deputy governor, little bit confusing. That this is Jakarta, this is the law, we have 4 deputy, 1 vice governor. What the difference is, deputy is appointed by us. We are elected by the people. I think his English is better than me, that's better he explained presentation. Also, I have to say sorry, I have to another meeting, I have to leave, but I believe we have Pak Hasan, Pak Budi Karya, and Pak Prof. Sutanto. If you talk to me, politicians just talk and talk. No ending, no accomplish. But if you talk to B2B, and we support with our deputy, we believe many projects we could do together. Thank you very much.
For me, because if I will be mentioning and explaining all these slides, it probably would take me like 1 hour. So I was just taking a glance that I think Jakarta, I might have some insight for you about Jakarta, about 12 million people. But Jakarta is not only a standalone city, because they have some supporting cities like Bogor, Tangerang, and Bekasi. I think some of you are quite familiar with the cities, and if you'll be looking at all these cities as a greater Jakarta, then you might see that we have probably about 28 million people by now. So those are the situation, and if you're looking again, the size of the city is not so big. Our similar situation can be seen if you look at the Singapore, for example. We are just like 650 square kilometers in size, but those are the inland. But we have some islands, of course, at the northern part, which is a bigger area we have also, because if you'll be counting the size, then the area of the northern part of Jakarta is mostly islands, small islands. There might be like, I would be asking the slides can be shown as a glance, and you can quick glance for all this size. I think there are so many problems for everyone. Regarding the business meeting like this, I suppose we might be interested in discussing about the business probably and the project that we are going to do in the future. So we have been looking at some certain sectors actually, like well, I think the Excellency has been talking also with the as you may already look at the situation in Jakarta, not only the congestion of traffic that might happening every day, I think, but if you'll be looking during the rainy season, one of the problems is probably about the clean water. Yeah. Although we might have plenty of water during the wet seasons, but those water actually are not being controlled very well, so they just flushing to the sea. So we are not having enough clean water while we